Did you know that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure almost didn't happen? That Hirohiko Araki, its creator, nearly gave up? I mean, honestly, I might have thrown in the towel if I were in his shoes. Would you? Let's unpack that. What exactly makes JoJo so, bizarre? And why is it such a global phenomenon? It's a 35-year journey spanning generations, blending fashion, music, and epic battles, and it's still thriving today. Today we're diving into the mind of Hirohiko Araki, JoJo's brilliant creator, uncovering the story of how he pushed through setbacks to create a masterpiece, and we'll talk about the big event coming in April 2025, JOJODAY. Let's jump in. Okay, folks, let's cut to the chase. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Where do I even start? I mean, it's not just a manga, it's like an experience. This series has been breaking all the rules in the world of anime and manga for over 35 years. 35 years! That's probably older than most of you watching this right now. But JoJo isn't just about epic battles, okay? It's about family legacies, iconic poses, and stylish warriors fighting to the death. And the mastermind behind it all, Hirohiko Araki. This guy is, well, different. He's inspired by everything. Fashion, Renaissance art, 80s action heroes, music, you name it. Oh, and get this, he's still creating. We're already on part 9, and he shows no signs of stopping. And there's more! Coming in April 2025, we've got JOJODAY, a special event dedicated to celebrating this masterpiece. But before we talk about the future, let's take a trip back to the beginning, to Araki's journey and how JoJo came to be. All right, let's rewind to the 80s. Back then, shonen manga was dominated by Dragon Ball and Hokuto no Ken. Everyone followed the same formula: epic battles, super muscular characters, and larger-than-life villains. But Hirohiko Araki? He looked at all of that and thought, I can do something different. Actually, I will do something different. Araki grew up surrounded by art. His dad had a collection of art books, and young Araki? He devoured them. Sure, he was a quiet kid, but he was completely fascinated by stories and visuals. Oh, and of course, he read plenty of 70s manga. But here's the thing. Like any great creator, his start wasn't easy. Did you know his early work was rejected multiple times by editors? I mean, every single time. So what did he do? Did he give up? Nope. He hopped on a train to Tokyo, mind you, he was just a teenager, and asked for feedback in person. Bold move, right? But it didn't go as planned. One editor literally ripped his work apart. I'm talking page by page. Ouch. And to make it worse, the editor critiqued every detail. Brutal. But here's the twist. That same editor gave him a challenge. Improve, resubmit, and try for the Tezuka Prize. Now, most people would have thrown in the towel at this point. But not Araki. He went home, reworked everything, and, well, he didn't win first place, but he got second with a story called Poker Under Arms, and that was the start of his career. Still, it wasn't smooth sailing. His early manga, like Cool Shock BT, were published but quickly canceled. Can you imagine how discouraging that must have been? But here's the thing. Every failure taught him something. He learned what worked, what didn't, and he found the balance between what he wanted to create and what the audience wanted to see. And you know, now that I think about it, that's exactly what I try to do here too. That's why I always ask for your comments. Because you're part of this. Really, without your feedback, it's hard to improve, to grow, and to create something truly worthwhile. So, yeah, don't forget to let me know what you think, all right? Anyway, fast forward to 1987. Araki was ready. He took everything he loved: fashion, classical art, 80s action movies, and even rock and roll, and turned it into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And the rest? Well, that's history. Oh, and before we move on, I have to mention this. In 2015, Araki released a book called Manga in Theory and Practice: The Craft of Creating Manga. This book is like the ultimate guide for anyone wanting to learn the secrets of making manga. He shares everything, from building characters to crafting captivating stories. But for me, the biggest lesson from Araki isn't just in his stories, it's in his journey. He failed, tried again, failed some more, and finally succeeded. So if you're out there chasing something big, Whether it's creative or not, remember this. Araki got where he is because he never gave up on what he believed in. Alright, so what makes JoJo so special? First off, it's not just one story, it's like 9 different stories. Each part follows a new generation of the Joestar family. You've got Jonathan Joestar fighting vampires in Phantom Blood, and then, boom, you're in modern-day Hawaii with the JoJo lands. And those iconic poses, you know the ones. They're exaggerated, dramatic, and honestly, kind of fabulous. Fun fact, they're inspired by Renaissance sculptures. Araki once said something like, if you're gonna pose, do it with style. And the fashion. Every character looks like they just walked off a runway. But there's more. The battles aren't just physical, they're strategic. You've got these bizarre abilities called stands, and each fight is like a game of chess. And the tone? It changes with every part. You get noir vibes in Stone Ocean, a western feel in Steel Ball Run. It's like Araki reinvents the series every time. Now, if all this got you curious, make sure to subscribe to the channel because in the next video, I'm going to cover everything you need to know to start watching and falling in love with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We'll talk about the parts, the characters, and of course, where to begin. So hit that notification bell so you don't miss it because it's going to be amazing. Okay, now let's talk about the future. April 2025, Tokyo, JOJODAY. This is going to be the event for JoJo fans. They're bringing in the big guns, the voice actors for Jonathan Joestar, Jotaro Kujo, and Leone Abbacchio. But here's the big buzz, major announcements. Everyone's talking about the Steel Ball Run anime adaptation. It's been hinted at, and honestly, it's about time. And the exclusive merch. If you're heading to Jump Festa in December, you can grab JoJoDay themed goodies, digital photos, character cards. It's a collector's dream. But more than that, this event is about celebrating JoJo's legacy while setting the stage for its future. Araki is still creating, and this series isn't slowing down anytime soon. All right, your turn. What's your favorite part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Are you into the classic Phantom Blood, or do you prefer the wildness of Vento Oreo? And what are your hopes for the Steel Ball Run anime? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I can't wait to hear what you think. So there you have it, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's not just a manga, it's a cultural phenomenon. From Araki's relentless creativity to a fan base that spans the globe, this series is truly one of a kind. Don't forget, April 12th, 2025, JoJoDay. Mark it on your calendar. But hey, if you don't want to risk forgetting, just subscribe and click that bell. I'll remind you and keep you updated on everything that goes down. Until then, stay bizarre, everyone. See you soon.